Could this formation be a game changer for you? What's happening, beautiful people? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is a formation review. Gonna give you the ins and the outs, all that goodness. And if you haven't subscribed, that would be high-key appreciated. If you need the tactics and the instructions for the 4-2-3-1, which you will, I'm gonna link that down below. My brother, my very close friend, Ovi, drops that video, showcases, is a specialist in some of those intricacies. And if you could, what formations are you using currently? Because I have polled social media and it's all over the place. You name it, it is being suggested, worked into the rotation, experimented with. So use the comment section. But today, 4-2-3-1, gonna see some similar players on display that I had in the ready rotation. Goalkeeper, Sergio, heading to La Liga. And as I stated, some of these are familiar faces. Also, if you have not liked the video, that would be appreciated, saluted, and it takes you no time. Just go down there, finesse LaBelle, have a conversation, get everything kick-started. Yeah, that's Alaba, not the one to watch. Ramos, who I still feel is going to be underrated this year. Just based on price points. He still moves side to side. The lateral is there. You're not conceding goals in the air. That man climbs the ladder. He's got a rocket ship, hops included. Don't believe me? Peep the 93. Left back, we're gonna give Lodi some more minutes, additional PT. Right back, not sure if I'm in love. I'm not ready to co-sign, but we do have a tall. Part of the overpowered collective. Center mids, or holding mids in this case. In 4-2-3-1, I always recommend or gravitate towards the narrow variation that actually plays with tons of width in game. Just want to be very clear. This will not look narrow when you go into a match. It's always been that way. Even if on paper, it appears to be bunched up. No, no, and no. It's not dense like that. Into the middies. Wijnaldum. I got a lot of love for Wijnaldum. Growing on me. Been worth, I don't want to say the heavy coin tally because it's not heavy, but worth the additional pocket change or dollar bill. Next door neighbor, partner in crime, Camavinga. Much better than that 78 overall suggests. That's all I'm gonna say. If you've been grinding out the one to watch, good luck to you. I can relate. Here's your front four. Are you ready? Pele, he's joining the squad. Conversation sparker. How can you not want to put this man into motion, especially if you are not grinding rivals? If you're going into objectives, you got benefits with these loans. If you're new to Ultimate Team, let's proceed. Correa, another member of not only the ratings collective, but the overpowered and equipped grouping. If you have not tried out Correa, side to side, on point, 5'7", 4-4. Goal scorer, finishing, shooting, everything is there. It's authentic, it's real. We're keeping the Brazilian wave, Brazilian movement. We're heading to the beach. We've got Cunha. Another overpowered player. That might be the theme of this video here, where you have that side to side, the 4 and the 4. A little on the taller end, which can be a drawback depending on FIFA installment and also your usage rate. And then up front, might be a surprise. Suarez. I'm liking him. With the long shooting and the finishing being a little more difficult, someone like Suarez has unlimited range. He has the best telephone service or Wi-Fi connection known to man. He is locked in, much stronger than expected, takes off pretty well for a first touch, and then both feet, not an issue. And as a quick disclaimer with the gameplay, you're gonna see Hazard, Di Maria, and Lukaku into action because I just plan on using them. I wanna mix some things up, but this is the 4-2-3-1. Tactics, instructions, those details, Ovi's channel, link down below. Let's get started with the positives. In the 4-2-3-1, the ease of use is where I'd like to begin. I find this as the formation to start out any FIFA installment in many ways, many regards. It offers you a little bit of everything. There's balance, there's defensive structure, there's positioning, there's alignment, there's timing, there's rhythm. Everything that's all encompassing in FIFA if you don't know what you're doing. If you are learning a new title, which most of us are at this point, this is a formation that will grant you additional time. You can call it the formation of the genies. They give you some extra wishes, but that's important in FIFA because time gives you a massive competitive advantage. Not only that you are granted, as I was saying, that additional time, but the spacing, how players position, how they track back, how they push forward, everything is natural. There's a certain synergy. You don't have to overcomplicate. Play simple. FIFA at the end of the day is a simple game, and in many regards, FIFA 22 is showcasing that because we aren't seeing as much skill moves. We aren't seeing some of the same flashiness that we've witnessed firsthand in previous FIFA installments. Is this game perfect? No. I'm looking forward to a patch, but I'm also very interested in FIFA 22. It feels different. It looks different. The shape of the game, the foundation. I feel we have a lot of potential that isn't necessarily being brought up nearly enough on social media. Also, 4-2-3-1, versatility. This means you can play slow. You might struggle to play fast depending on what players you have. You can switch the pitch. You have width. You can pressure very high. You can sit much deeper. And the last to the pro is really defensive support. With 2 holding mids, which once again means they're pulled back. You're not losing out on challenges. You're not getting knocked out of the picture or the equation. You're always going to have coverage. You have insurances. Not every formation is like that. And even more so when you're starting your FIFA journey and you're really working out some of the kinks and learning how you want to be expressive in online matches, what works, what doesn't work, meta. Having that additional defensive support helps with results. As for the cons, these are the negatives. You have limited attacking options. Only got the 1 striker, and it's gonna take more time with your build-up. If you don't get a quick counter, which does happen, but if you don't, you should expect to have additional passes, additional build-up play. This is not going to be a legendary tiki-taka formation for the majority of players. And I'd like to double down. I want to reiterate, majority. When I make videos, I make them, typically speaking, where it's a generalization. I'm trying to talk to as many players, consumers, competitors as possible. So I'm looking at what works for most people, not the exception where there's someone who figured out tactically how to swing the ball around and ping pong pass and the 4-2-3-1. That's fantastic, but realistically, that's not how this formation structurally is designed. And that's why I say as potentially a negative here, we always need a certain level of patience. You're gonna need a lot of it in the 4-2-3-1. There will be plenty of swinging it side to side, switching the pitch, resurfacing, recycling, refinishing, having a reconstruction, refurbish. I can just keep doing this all day, every day. I came with the wordplay. We bring that to the videos. But you should know you're not going to have as much fluidity or free flow going forward, and you're probably going to need to have a decent amount of patience, especially if you don't hit a quick counter. Are we aligned? Thanks again for watching. If you've enjoyed this series thus far, make sure to drop it a thumbs up. Head on over to Obi's channel, get in the comment section, subscribe, talk to him, give him the back and forth, your feedback on those instructions, on those tactics, how he's got everything put together. Did it work for you? And I always want to know, which formation do we need to talk about next? And what's been working for you? I've seen a lot of 3-5-2 discussion. Of course, 4-4-2, 4-2-2-2, 4-3-2-1. There has been more variety this year, at least currently, than I've seen in some of the previous installments. I'm witnessing all sorts of different experiences from a formation and a tactical setup. But I have a lot more content coming out ASAP.